This is the Jenny Chisom Show.
Hello, boss. Welcome back to the Jenny Chisom Show. I'm very excited today, so pinky excited. Welcome back to the show. I celebrate you for always watching, and thank you for all your comments, for all the suggestions you guys bring, and I don't take it for granted at all. I want you to know that the cost of being a responsible, value-based, peaceful member of the society takes a lot of work. And thank you for always looking out for this video and watching and applying them. I mean, somebody called me and said, Jenny, for everything you write, I read them and I apply them, and that made my day. And he's even a married man, so I was like, oh, really? So that means I'm affecting a home, really. And it makes all this worth it. It makes, wanting to step out to do this, and the courage to start at all. It makes it all worth it. And I celebrate you for watching. This week, I want to celebrate somebody on my team who wrote a fantastic piece, a piece that has revolutionized, the way people see population and stuff. I have somebody in my team on the League of Extraordinary Men on Facebook, who is also someone I know, that is close to me, quite well. He works with the National Population Commission here in Nigeria, and during the just concluded National Population Week last month, he wrote a piece that have practically gone viral. I don't know whether you read it. I also blogged it on jennychisom.com, and I just thought we should talk about some of the issues he raised, which were very, very, very instrumental. He said something about Nigeria's population issues around population being linked to the failure of men. And that's not to slight men. It's not failure in that sense, but the fact that we don't take our time to educate men, just before they get married and even when they are married. Or we just have sold to some men that, it's not okay to, or some things are just better left for women. So he wrote a piece that highlighted, I'm just going to give you a brief because it was a long piece. And I want you to go look out for it and read the full article, really. He's, by the way, the name of this writer is Bruno Okere. Look out for him on Facebook, Bruno Okere. He works with the National Population Commission here in Nigeria, and he started the piece with a very fantastic allegory with the Things Fall Apart, and except from Things Fall Apart, that makes a lot. Was it Things Fall Apart? I'm not sure now, but I know it was an Achabe piece, really. Where he mentioned how well, trying to talk about the masculinity of Okonkwo and all of that, but then he took it to a point where, in essence, most men are quick to get married, have children, but don't really, participate. That's a word. They don't really participate in the emotional and the sometimes medical and the psychological makeup or readiness that their wife needs to be able to help them sexually, to be able to help their reproductive plan and all of that. What am I talking about? What he was saying was practically, men have been left out in the loop around issues around reproductive health. And so many men don't think that it's okay to go with their wives to the antenatal, for instance, to hear some of the instructions. You know why it's important to go? Because, there's some things she might forget. You might be the one to remind her, oh, you should take this, you should do this, you shouldn't do this, at this time, because she's birthing your baby. Okay, what Bruno said in that piece was that a lot of men don't believe that they should participate in trying to get the right family plan. They don't think that they should go with their wife to find out, okay, which one suits us, which of the family plan systems should we use, how should we space our children, how do we give adequate time span to be able to help train them well, how many children should we even have. Some of them don't even want to have the discussion around how many children do we have. They just believe that if a woman should just, my wife should just take in and give birth, and even when the woman's life is in line, they don't really see it as their responsibility, really. And it's not that their fault anyway, but I would say from the other end, in the sense that we have also sold this wrong perception of masculinity to most men. So they think it's a woman thing, maternity things, baby and hospital. They just believe you just let her go now, let her go to the hospital. But Thank you for a few men who are also watching me, who know better, who know that. I mean, you are in this together with your wife. You are the head of this home. So whoever the child is going to become in the long term is also, up to you. So why don't you participate in trying to make sure that the right family system plan you choose with your wife, and you can space your children to help you economically, to help you psychologically, to help your wife to retain her health. So Bruno was highlighting in that piece that it was because of this whole idea around a man is not supposed to be, to participate in these kind of things, or he just makes them feel weak, makes them feel like it's a woman thing, all kind of things that has made population to keep increasing astronomically, and especially in the not so affluent families. A lot of people birth a lot of children, 12, 8, 9, and those children keep suffering, keep going from hand to hand, trying to beg. You see child labor, you see all kinds of assaults on the children because they are trying to make a living because of lack of planning. Please, men, what he's trying to say is, by all means, participate in child planning. Go with your wife to the hospital, get the right procedure, that you guys, that will fit your wife's body, and you guys, and plan. Have the number of children you can cater for, and please, it is only man enough for you to choose the number of children you can give birth to and cater for adequately. Bruno did a fantastic job in that piece. Bruno Okere, I really celebrate you, and I want everyone watching me to go look for that piece. It's on my blog, jenichisom.com. and you will see everything he had to write. Please, there is no need saying family planning, pregnancy, maternity and all that is a woman thing. I mean, she didn't put herself in that condition, did she? Please, let's help society. Let's by manning up to our responsibilities. Your wife, your pregnancy, your family is your responsibility as a man. Let's stop dropping the ball and leaving it for women. Thank you for watching. I'll come your way again next week, and you know how to reach me, right? So do subscribe to this video, and please keep bringing those questions, and we'll keep trashing them. Thank you. Ciao.